Our world is global. Young people care about our world and our future. The world is becoming smaller, and the youth of today will be our leaders of tomorrow. So we call upon the leaders of our world today to take action and prepare the world for us, the next generation. I am pleased to now introduce the leader of my country, the Prime Minister of Canada, the Right Honourable Stephen Harper.
Perhaps the most important trend of our time is the mass migration of people from rural to urban environments. This exodus has been occurring in the developed world for 2 centuries. Now it's gathering momentum in the developing world. Many of the migrating millions realize their dreams and build better lives for themselves, their families, and their communities. For others, the road to the city leads to poverty, homelessness, and tragedy. But the migration continues because urbanization is a powerful, irresistible phenomenon. The Canadian identity was born in these places. And in just under 4 centuries, I should say, Canada has passed from unsettled wilderness through the agrarian and industrial revolutions and arrived in the information age. It began with Canada's first peoples forming commercial partnership with the great powers of Europe, England and France. Together they mapped half a continent, turned its watersheds into trade routes, and erected the first settlements. With industrialization came the railroad and rapid economic growth. Huge waves of settlers from across Europe and around the world followed. They tamed the land for agriculture, began exploiting the awesome potential of our natural resources, and laid the foundations for the great cities of today. This unique blending of cultures and geography has created one of the most diverse, harmonious, and successful societies on earth. Like all renewable resources, they must be carefully tended for future generations. Canada understands this. We recognize the critical economic and cultural importance of cities in the modern world, and we know our nation's future depends on enlightened urban statecraft. Now, what does this entail? Academic theorists have spilled oceans of ink asserting formulas for so-called sustainable urbanization. Well, while policymakers do influence the fates of cities for good or for ill, the reality is that healthy cities are built from the ground up. The foundations of healthy cities are found in healthy neighborhoods and in healthy families. Healthy cities have voluntary, neighborhood-based groups at the very core of their political organization. Our cities, of course, remain works in progress, which means that as we continue welcoming our share of the world's migrating millions, we'll continue working to make our cities safer, cleaner, and more prosperous than ever, so that Canada can continue to be what it is always has been, a place of opportunity for all and a hopeful example to the world of how disparate peoples can work together to achieve a peaceful, orderly, and well-governed society. Thank you, merci beaucoup, and welcome once again to Vancouver, British Columbia, and to Canada.